Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to VicTeeFashionHub just with Victoria Yetunde. Oh my god, how are you all doing? Hope you're fine. Thank you so much for the love, for the kind, for the subscriber. New subscriber, you know I love you guys. So on this series of my sister wedding series, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. So this is the part 2 of my sister wedding series. I hope you're enjoying, and if you have not watched the part 1, me introducing the fabric to you, part 2 for our pre-wedding black beautiful dress. If you have not watched it, please just the link will be down below. I think this is the only fabric I did not introduce to you guys because it just came in here yesterday. Yeah. So and this is an Igbo and like a lace, a beautiful lace. So because my mommy is Igbo, she said she must do a dress of Igbo, like because we are Yoruba. Oh my god, I love it honestly. The moment I saw it, I was like, oh my god, and it's beautiful because I'm still going to be cutting this style to the front. So this, I think this is the only fabric I did introduce to you guys. So this fabric is, so I'm going to be using it for a word, and I'm going to be using it for, what do they call it, bow dress. So this is bridal. So and it's going to be a corset Igbo dress. So and another dimension of corset. And if you have not watched how to cut input corset on my YouTube channel, please, I'll link the link down below. You just go and watch it and subscribe. And if you know you're here, you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. So please subscribe to see more of this series. You cannot miss out on this series because my sister wedding series is a long something, so you cannot miss out on it. You cannot just miss out on it. So guys, and this is it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, the lace is giving me actually. So we are going to be I wanted to do a like something that I could be able to pleat in the front and put it in the back, like Igbo, something classy and beautiful. But money. Lace. This is just 4 years of lace, beautiful lace. So I'm going to be using this. The falling is going to be only in the front. So I just want to manage it, and if possible, I could see more in the back. No wala, we will put in the back too. But if we did not, I will say we will do it to only the front. And it's going to be nice because trust me. So let's just get right to the cut. I think I talked too much. So let me put this one down. So guys, I've already, so this is the one I'm going to be using to cut out the down part. And yeah, for normal thing, you just cut out this net. I'm still going to cut out the net and remove the shape of the outfit. So this is going to be the down part, the gold, and it's making sense. Like I love the fabric so much, and I think it's nice. So I'm going to be using this to cut out the back part, the down part, and that is trying to arrange it. So you arrange it into two, just the way I'm doing it. And I told you guys that this is actually 4 yards of fabric. So I split the 4 yards into 2 yards. So this is 2 yards of fabric right now. So I split it into two because I want that front should be full. But I'm still going to cut like ½ inch out of the that 2 yards because I'm going to be using this thing in the front to design the front. So I don't want any. So for the a full gown length is a full gown length. Let me try. Let me check it out. Check it out. Check it. Okay, our full gown length is 53. Sorry, 58 for a pencil gown. But if it's A shape or something, our measurement is 62. But for this one, it's going to be 58. 58. So 58, our half length is sorry guys, I have to breathe because I'm stressed already and I don't want to be stressed. Oh, kí ló tó tún múná lọ báyìí? Our half length is 16 and a half. So 16 and a half minus 58 inches, that is 41 inches. 41 and a half inch remaining. So I'm going to be adding 1.5 inches to it for the sewing and everything. 1.5. You can add 1 inches, but I want it to be down a bit. It should come down a bit. So I'm going to be adding 1.5 inch. So the 1 inch to sew it and all of that. Then the half inch to be joined to the fabric. So 41 and a half plus 1.5 inches. That is 42 40 that is 43 inches. So I have for this one I'm going to be using 43 inches for her. So 43 inches. So I just want you to know that how to cut a pencil dress is actually on my YouTube channel, so you can just go check it out so to get to know more about it. So 43 inches, and this is it. I want to measure the smaller size. Okay, because I may cut out this. So 43 inches. After you measure, where's my ruler? After you have measure your 43 inches length, you use a straight ruler to draw. You use a straight ruler to draw it just like this. I hope you guys are seeing it. Even if you do not see it, just make sure you know. So the next measurement, because I'm still going to cut out this net out, so you make sure you did not add the net to it. So after the measurement, I'll measure our waist to our hip. Our waist to hip 9 inches. So 9 inches. Some is 10 inches. Some is 15 inches. So to our nail, for our waist to our nail is 21 inches. Our waist to our nail is 21 inches. So I'm going to be using this straight ruler to draw out the lines. Draw out the lines. So the next line we are going to draw is the zip line. The zip line 2 inches. 2 inches. I hope this thing is the same thing. Okay, 2 inches. I hope you guys are getting it. You can still get it with it. So 2 inches like this, just the way I'm doing it to down till down. So the next measurement is our waist divided by 4.5, 7.5, and I want the back to have a dart. So 1 inches dart and 2 inches allowance. I hope you get it. So for the hip one, a hip divided by 4. A hip is 40 divided by 4, that is 10. A hip is 10, then you know that we not get to the hip side, so the 2 inches allowance only. For the down, for this nail line, you divide your hip by 4 and add 1.5 inch. So that is it. And the easiest way I usually used to use, I'll measure the hip that I use and 12.5, then I minus 1.5 out, and that makes it 10.5 for the down. So that's the easiest way I usually used to use, but you can actually use that one I told you guys about. Divide your hip and add. So I'm going to be joining all the lines together now, and do it with the So this is it, and I'm going to be cutting it out now. I hope, let me check the down part if it's okay. I don't want any issue. So I think it's okay now. So let me cut. Yay! You actually come out. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. So I tried my best. So for the front part, I'm going to be putting shape to it. You know how I usually used to do it. I'm going to show you guys now. Before I cut the bars for the front, and this dress actually has bars. I mean, these bars or whatever they are calling it. Where is that from? This, I don't understand me these days, so I will put shock. I'll be looking for it. God save me. So I'll come down. You can actually come down by 1.5, but for this dress, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inches. Then you do it like this. You've joined this your measurements. So just for your dress to sit well, you can use 1.5 inches actually. It's just for your dress to sit well. That is the reason why we usually used to do that. It's just for your dress to sit well on you. Yeah. Like, I don't know why I love this outfit. I love it. But something like, when you are doing sewing a sequence dress, you will always know, because everywhere you see sequence. And if it's shine bed, everywhere you see shine. So the next thing that we're going to do now is we are going to cut the upper part. So I'm done with the down part for now. So this is what remains after doing 2 inches, 2 yards. So I think we are still going to be using this one. Okay, there's still one flower out of it. We are still going to be using all these things. Let me just check it out, because I think I'm still going to be using this straight thing to do design to the fabric, this sequence. But I do know sharp, and this one, let's just, I don't know the design I want to do for her yet. And if you watch till now, you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you turn off notification button to to be notified when I upload new video. And on this episode, we call it my sister wedding series. So this is the part 2, this is part 3, sorry, the part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is me introducing you to all the fabric that I'm going to be using. So if you have not watched the part 1 and part 2, please, I'll put the link down below for you guys to watch it. So just go and watch it and have fun. So it's so fun, there is no dull moment at all. So the next thing that we're going to do is cut out the upper part now. Alright guys, so before I go to cutting out the uh, front part, so I decided to first of all cut out the lining, the bride that I'm going to be using for this in. So for this pattern, on this video, I'm still going to upload this pattern, but the full video of this pattern will be on another, like, you know I may be fast forwarding some things on this pattern in this video, but the full video, the main video now I draft out this pattern, will be on my YouTube channel. So make sure you watch it out. So this is the front, and this is the back. This back, I'm going to use it to cut out too, and this is the two yoke for the front and the back. So for the yoke, we are going to be using skin net for the yoke, and for this I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to be using this for the lining. So cutting it out now. So where's my scissors? Okay, this is it. So I'm going to be cutting this out now, like you could see. So guys, I'm done cutting the lining. So this is the skin net I'm going to be using. I've already cut out the yoke for the skin net. I've already cut out. This is for the back, and this is for the front, and this is the hand. So I already cut it out. This is the down part. So for the upper part, so as you can see, I already put the paper stay on it. So for this fabric in front, the casing, the boning I'm going to be putting, I want it to be inside of the front. So the casing, I'm going to be using these materials to do the casing lining, to the lining inside. So I'm going to be drawing out the where I want the boning to be. But for this one, for the back, the boning will be out. So I want to try to draw the where I want the boning to be inside. So this is the, yeah, I'm trying to, let me just knit. So the first thing is I feel one should be in the middle. Just I'm gonna go to my machine now and put the case in there. Then I'm going to do the uh how to cut this to place it on your cup is on my YouTube channel too, so you can just link it how I make this. So it's on my YouTube channel, so you can just link there and so you look at the way I cut it and make the cup. So the next thing now is going to our machine to do the loop. Ah, to do the, what do they call it? I'm going to, maybe the next video will be on my machine. Sorry guys, the next video will be on my machine where I'm making the outfit, because I'm going to go. I was supposed to use bias, but bias will be too small for the boning I have at home. So I'm going to just cut the fabric to do the casing for the boning. We do the same thing to the front, and we do the same thing to the back. And I'm going to join the down part. I'm going to join the down part with the bridle. And after that, I'm going to come and show you guys the next step and how I'm going to place this to the front, to the main fabric, and now I'm going to place everything to with this one and any other thing. All those will be on my machine when I'm doing it. I'll be explaining to you guys. So let's go to my machine. So guys, I've done the breast part as you can see. So the next thing that we are going to be doing now is to do the boning casing. So I'm going to be using this fabric to do the boning casing. So I'm trying to cut it now. So So guys, I'm done with the cutting of 1.5 inch, and like I told you guys before that the boning that I'm going to be putting, I'm going to be putting it on the lining side, not the main fabric. So let me show you guys the main fabric. So then for the back, we are going to be putting the boning outside the fabric. So this is it. So this is the main fabric that. This is boning that I'm going to be using for this. So let's measure the boning. And this is like 3 inches, 3 inch, like 3 dots. So it's 3 dots. So that means we are going to be measuring. I think this is okay for it. It's okay for it. So guys, I'm done with the front. Look at it. This is how you guys can see it. So I'm going straight to the back. Like I told you guys, the back we are going to be putting the loop in the main fabric. So yeah. So I'm gonna be placing this on top right now. So let me do it offline and come and show you guys later. So we go to the next step. Alright guys, so I'm done with it. So I'm later changing my mind about this to be the lining. So I want it to be in front now because I love the way the outcome look like. So because I love, look at the front, like I just like the way I put this loop so it bring it out more. I just like it. So I'm gonna be using this one for the lining now. So I've changed it. Alright, but if you want yours to be plain, just plain like this, you can do it. But I think it will be nice with this in front. Look at it. I think it will be nice to be more beautiful and nice. I just think so. So that is it. So this is the back and this is the side of the loop and this is the loop. So the next thing now is I'm going to be joining this and this together. So I'm going to be joining it together. The front, I'm going to be joining it together. So let me teach. So guys, this is it. So the next thing is we are going to be joining this one to this, and how I make this to cover your backup is on my YouTube channel, so you can just check it out to know how to do it. So the first thing that we are going to do is note the midpoint. I'm going to know the midpoint of this close to. So after that, you're going to place this to the dress. You're going to place this like this and sew it. So guys, I'm done with it. Look at it. So for this one, that I'm still going to weave this inside like this, so you can weave it with your weaving machine or anything you can use. So this one that is normal, that it actually come out like this, so you just put a glue gum or gun and just do it like this, press it like this. So that's what I'm going to do. So the next thing now is we are going to be doing a skin net. So I'm going to be joining our skin net together. So because if I didn't join our skin net, there's no how I'm going to join this back, because I must place the skin net before I could use the lining to turn the back. So that's why I want to join the skin net. So guys, before I go to the net part, so I'm going to be doing loop to this back. Loop, loop, loop. Chop the neck. Video. Guys, so we are going to be putting loop. So from here, I'm going to start from here. So 1 inch. Okay guys, so I was marking up the loop 1 inches in interval. That is what you're looking at now. So I'm trying to do the loop. As you can see, the loop is, so I was already sew out the loop and cutting it 1.5 inch, like you could see on the screen, 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch of the loop. The measurement for the loop is 1.5 inches, like the length of the materials I used, 1.5 inches. So but for the loop, I'm doing 2 inches. It's not 1.5 inch, 2 inches for this outfit. And just enjoy the video. So after that, I start placing it on the fabric. I start turning it on. So I was checking if it blends together. So I start showing it. So you're going to place the
loop just like the way I place it, the right side facing the right side, like you could see. So I'm trying to look if it's the same thing, if it's the both side match together, and it turned out that it matched together. So this is where I was placing the yoke to the front part, and as you can see, this is how you are going to place your yoke for this corset. It's not like normal corset that we use lining to turn it inside. This one you are just going to sew it with the lining, just with the fabric and the lining. The yoke will be outside, but it is very very neat. It's not something that is not going to be neat, just the way, like you can see, it's already neat. I've already weaved the inside of the cut set, like you could see. So I was turning the net to the back too. I could see the net for the back is a bit longer, because if you have not watched the way I cut out the cut set, just go to my page. It's already on my page, so you watch it, you understand that this place is long because of the neck. We actually, I made a mistake. I was sewing it, so I quickly remember, so I put the lining to it. So the neck, I want the so I was turning it, and I notch it and top stitch. Um, yeah, I was top stitching it, and that is what you see. That is what we call top stitch. So after that, I turn it until it is well placed. Then I joined this side together. Yeah, I joined the other side. Then I turn it. I did the same thing to the other side. Then I did the same thing I did to the other side. Just make sure you do it and iron good, it give it a good press. So I was seeing the net is disturbing the fabric, so I was cutting a bit of the net. Like you could see, the net for the loop side is a bit long. If your own is not long like this, that means you are doing another neck, not the neck I'm doing. You can actually do any neck of your choice, but this is the neck I'm doing. So I'm doing the same to the other side. All you can do, Jesus. Only you can do it. I'm so not a good. So I was streaming it. I'm sorry, guys. I love singing, but I don't know how to sing well. I was turning it with just the way I did the other side. Then I turn it. I give it a good press, because it need a good press, and it need a push out with your scissors or whatever you want to. So I was cutting out the neck I want. So that is the neck I want, and I was cutting it out, so it's going to open a little bit in the middle of the back, just the way it looks so nice. So after that, I joined the down part of the fabric with the down. I joined the both sides together, the back, and I put like 11 inches for the zip part, and I measured the 1.5 inch for the sorry guys, for the zip. So I was sewing it, I sew it down, then I placed the zip to it. I placed the zip into the fabric, and that is it. So this is how I placed my zip. So after that, I was putting the boning inside the dress. So I was putting the boning, like I said, you can actually use a paper gum. Is it paper gum to pipe it, or you can use your scissors to just cut it in the side, and cut it in the middle, like to know chook your client, so to make it more neater. So but me, when it's not white, so I decided to use paper stay to be quick, because I have so much work to do. Like, it's my sister wedding, so there's so much work to do. I cannot start wasting time, so I quickly just use paper gum. It's paper gum. I remember. So it's paper gum, so I decided to use paper gum. Then I was measuring to cut out the reason why I like this body is that it's so strong. Like it's bringing the structure, bringing everything out. I love it. I love the way the outcome of this bony look. So just enjoy and the way I put the bony inside the so I'm done with the front, so I went to the back to put the bony too. And if your bony is when you put it bony finish and it's turning the fabric, you just need to iron it. Yeah, that is what you need to do. You don't have to say, I've sold rubbish. No, you've not sold rubbish. You just need to put a good press, a good, as you can see the, so after putting the bone in, then you sew it in the down part and go and give it a good press, just the way you see me sewing now. And when I sewed finish, I went to give it a good press, and I adjust the boning. And I did the same thing to the back, so it will not remove or you'll be choking the client. So you have to make sure you do this. It's very important. So the down part, and after that I put the boning on. I put the upper part and the down part of the back together. So I saw it half inch, so half inch. So I was adjusting it because I don't want it to be too much. I want the back not to be too open, but open. You get. So that is what I did, and it come out really nice. So cut to back. Oh my god! I already fall in love with the outfit even before it's ready. Like it really come out nice. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Look at it. Look at how beautiful it turned out to be. I did the same thing to the back. Yeah, I did the same thing. I was checking it out, checking how beautiful my handwork can be. Yeah, my handwork is. So if you have not followed my Instagram page, VicTeeFashionHub, we make dress for anyone in the world. So I was doing the bows. I was chucking the bows. Follow my Instagram page, and if you're watching this, you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. So please subscribe. So I was using the bars for the front, and yeah, I was chucking it. If you cannot do it the way I'm doing mine, you can just go and put it on the table and cut it out. Don't do mistake. I'm used to it. That's why I did mine like this. So I just cut it out. And when you're before you cut it out, make sure you first of all sew it just the way I did it. First of all, sew it down. So it will be very easy for you. When you sew it down, do not cut it where you sew it. That chalk, cut it half inch before the chalk. That is how to do a bust. It will be very easy. Then you cut it out just the way I'm doing. You could see. And then after cutting it out, then I sew the front to it. I sew the front to it. Yeah, and we are going to the table to explain more about it. I'll be back. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year! If I'm not greeting you, if you are just watching this.
Let me first
So
show
thank
you
you.
guys the
See you
back.
guys later.
Look at the back. How it turned out to be so beautiful. Like it's so nice. So I've not done this. So I'm going to be sewing this, and put button in the back. So I'm going to be putting button in the back. So this is it. This is how. So I'm trying to arrange this. Maybe I'll still cut it a little bit. So this is it. This is how it turned out to be. So for the front, so the main thing now is the front. So this is the front. Look at the front, like how beautiful it turned out to be. Look at the bunny, like it's so beautiful. So the next thing that we're going to do now is putting the. We are going to be putting this for the Igbo this thing. So first of all, I'm going to cut this net. I'm going to go and cut the net out, and I'm going to cut the net of the down part out. So I just want to explain before I do that. The first thing is that we are going to put, like, in the front, we are going to leave like 7 inches. I hope you guys are seeing it. Maybe this net is not there, so you could see. So let me turn it so you guys will see what I'm trying to say. So this is it. Let's turn it. So this is the front. So now when we want to place this there, when we want to place this Igbo thing there, we are going to, I'm going to cut this net. I'm going to cut this net out. So I'll just do it like this. So maybe this space you can do it 8 inches, you can do it 9, 10, depends on what you want. So I'm gonna be doing 7 inches for mine, 7 inches distance, 7 inches distance. So you could see, so 7 inches distance. So we are going to sew it. You sew it any side you want to put it, maybe on the right side or the left side. We are going to sew it here, then sew it. When you now get to where you are going to stop, maybe here or 2 inches different or here, you are going to fold this because you want it to fold when you are arranging it. You are going to fold this side like this or like this. Just make sure you fold it well and you place it like this. Like it's well placed. You fold like this. You may fold it like this and you place it here. So let me just go and do mine before I come and show you guys how it looks. So when we fold it, the thing will just fall like this. You just go like this, like we're going to arrange it. It's better when you want to arrange this kind of thing is on mannequin or on your client body. So you use pin to hold it and remove it and tack it. So that is it. So I'm going to go and do this. So after I tacked it, after I put it in the side that I want to put it, I'm going to join the back with the front and I'll come and show you guys how it looks. So I'm going to be show you guys, or maybe I'm going to wear it on mannequin to tie it to adjust the thread in front. So if you have watched it now, you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. So please subscribe, make sure you turn off notification button to see more of my video. So let me go and do this and I'll be back. I'll show you guys the outcome.
Go and see. Go and see.